trying to do my little at my
What's
destination.
going on, good people, man? We up in this thing talking about how you can make 100 grand in a year wholesaling real estate, or you can make a wholesaler, you make 100 grand in a month. You want to wholesaling real estate, man, or just in real estate in general, flipping, hoteling. It's a lot of different strategies that you could use. Yesterday we was talking about novations, MLS strategy, stuff like that. So we're gonna break it down tonight, man. How can you make 100 grand in a year? And really, in real estate talks, if you make 100 grand in a year, like where you are in the total, what do you think, Ty? No, I say this stuff. I don't know. What do you think, Ty? If a person who is wholesaling, I don't care if they knew everybody in the same bucket. If
Right.
you make 100 grand in a year in real estate, like is that a big deal? No big deal? Is that like something that's like way out there or something that's not way out there? Where do you think that 100 grand meter is
I think
on the
I think that
scale?
100 grand meter would be. I think that would be like normal, like average. I don't think it's way out there because I don't see you do that in a month. You know what I'm saying? You probably done it in like 2 weeks before. You know what I mean?
You
So
are stupid.
I don't see. That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't say it's way out there, but for the average bear, I think that's kind of like that's like you on good. You getting good consistent traction. You can make 100,000 or 120,000, which is 1,000, which is 10,000 a month. That means you want a pretty good average consistent. I mean, you're a 6 figure earner, and you want a good average consistent basis. You're doing about you know some pretty good deals on average, and that should be pretty. They should be pretty. If you go like a full time, I feel like if you're a full time wholesaler, that's like that would be like you on good track, like on average. That's what I would say. Yeah,
Pretty average.
it's
Yeah.
pretty average. Yeah.
That's my thing, man. Like when I came in, like I know Brandon Turner, I think he talked about this. It's like I didn't really know what the average person was doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I still don't even really be paying attention to a lot of that. I be trying to figure out, like, man, what do people be doing? But nobody want to talk about it. But
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I still don't be knowing what people be doing.
Yeah.
Um,
One thing I can say is like when you um when you get around certain people and you see certain things they be doing, like you see a person and you be like, okay, this is what like this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? And then you see like, but then you'll see someone that's been doing it for years. Like you have somebody that's been in the game 10 years and they do. Let's say they doing like 200, 250 a year. That's like a real estate agent. A real estate agent on average can do that, depending on say it's been a year. But you got somebody that really put their foot in on the neck and really be going hard and really is spanning their team. It's like you start seeing these people make 7 figures, and it's like, oh snap, that's crazy. Even half a million is like,
yeah.
dang, somebody can make. And then you start thinking about, but they going in, they really putting a lot in. You know what I'm saying? Because I start hearing like somebody making more money than the president. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? No degree type stuff doing this kind of like it can get wild from that point.
Yeah, dude. It'd be crazy, man. Yeah, I be thinking about that. Like, dude, what do people be doing? Shout out to A, man. A always coming through. Shout out to A. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to Tanya. We ready to lock up some deals this weekend. I know Rich was trying to get some locked up today, but we're gonna get them locked up this weekend. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, dude, like I said, I had no idea. But based on what I do and based on what I'm seeing, 100K is very obtainable.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, especially when we was talking the other day and you was talking about like what you had told your cousin, I mean your niece, and I started thinking about like, yeah, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How I could see how she could come in, and I started doing the number. You said when you broke down the play, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. It just people just have to do that part. You do what you're supposed to do. You do this part, and you gonna get some deals. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, for sure. You definitely gonna get some deals, man. And like it don't take that many deals to get to where you need to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Couple of deal here, couple of deal, like we got a deal that's gonna be like, dude, now I think about it, I closed like a 23K deal. We got a 15K deal coming up,
mm-hmm.
close on 27. We got a 35K deal is coming up. It's gonna close on the 30th. And then we're gonna turn around and have a 50K deal. So it's like those
Yeah,
type of deals is
right.
not like out of the ordinary.
It's
There's
not an
nothing
ordinary. Right,
wow about these deals. Maybe
right.
50 is like, whoa, hold on now, hold on,
Ye-
hold on.
Yeah,
But the other deals,
a 50 ball is definitely a home run.
home run. But the
Yeah,
other stuff is like, this is typical stuff.
yeah,
Like
base
this is
hits.
not anything that's just out of your reach. You know what I'm saying? You get a 15 here, a 20 there. May mess around and get a 30, get a 10
Yeah,
here, get a 12 there. You know what I'm saying? That just start adding up. you know,
yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it will start adding, especially like I said, you think about it, man. If you get 333s, you right there at the 100.
yeah,
333 balls. You right there.
dude.
All you need is 333 deals.
Exactly. You get 330 balls and you at the 100 mark
Yeah, yeah,
already.
yeah,
That's what I said, man. That thing can power up quick.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to reach my goal, man, at 860. And it's like, shoot, I need to make about, dude, I need to make about 300 and some more $1,000.
yeah,
But shoot, I got some time. I'm like, this stuff gonna start adding up quick. It's like if I can hit boom, 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 boom. Like, hold on, man. This 100 grand this month. What if I can make that thing sound off like that next month?
yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm like, shoot, we got something lined up. It's probably gonna be a 20K deal next month. I'm like, shoot, okay. It's like you just keep hacking away at it,
Yeah,
hacking away at it. So that's the thing, man. I'm telling you, 100 grand is very obtainable. Now, how? That's this is the important part. How can you do that? Like, what are the important components of getting 100 grand in a year?
yeah.
What do
I
you
think
think, Sal?
I would think one main thing is depending on how your marketing is like if you buying leads, I would say a person buying about 20 leads a month, it's very attainable. Very easy. You buying 20 leads a month, you gonna make 100,000.
All right. So, how many deals do you need to do? I would say you need to do. I would say if you could do 15 deals,
Oh, that's
right?
it, without a doubt.
You do 15 deals, you get 100 grand. And let's backtrack the math. And let's pull up the calculator on Ty,
All right.
so we can do this math. And I'm doing the math for myself, even though I ain't trying to make 100. I need to just 10x these numbers right here. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
We
gonna
got
need to do.
15 deals at what's the
Hold on, hold
average
on, hold
of?
on. We're gonna put it up on. You want to put it up on your screen? You want to put it up that time? You ain't even on your
Oh,
screen.
I ain't on
I
my
put it
screen.
up on my screen. I got it right here.
Yeah.
So, shoot, man, you got what's that? What you got, Ty? What math were you doing?
I'm finna do 15 times, probably like average of I was thinking on a low end, average of 8,000 on the low end, just averaging out because 10,000 gonna be 150 of an average deal. If the average deal is 10,000, that's 150. So 8,000 is what?
At
120.
120.
It's
Well, let's
120.
say this: 100 grand divided by what? Well, I mean, if you did one deal a month, you're right about that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you did one deal a month, right? If you really need to shoot for 150 though.
Yeah.
So
Shoot for
you really need
150.
to do 15. You really need to do 15 deals is what you want to shoot for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to shoot for. So 15 deals. In order to do 15 deals, you need 20 leads per deal.
Yep.
So
That's
you need 300 leads.
300 leads.
300 leads
And, and
divided by 12, you need about 25 leads a month.
25 leads a month. What's 25
25
leads a month usually
times
cost?
75, 1875 a month.
1875.
That's
Yeah.
what you need. You make
Yeah.
100 grand.
Yeah. 1875 a month. So in your mind, it's like, okay, let me try to take $2,000, go
No,
towards
not
buying
two.
leads.
Hey, do this. Take six. Take 6K, right?
Yeah,
Because if you got 6 grand, then you ain't got to have it right now. But
yeah,
if you could just grind and say, okay, let's say you ain't got none of that. Let's say you ain't
Okay.
got everybody walking around with 6 grand. Let's say you got nothing,
Zero.
right? How can you make 1875? 1875 divided by 4, you need to make 468 more dollars every week.
Yeah.
How can you make 600? How can you make 468 extra dollars every week?
To
Probably
go.
go out here and do some Uber Eats,
Yeah.
do some Ubers.
Hey, that's a good idea. What you just said about the Uber. So I have a lot of friends who do Uber and Lyft. So I kind of have an idea what a person can do in a day. So even with a person with a full time job can probably either before work or get off work and make an extra $100 a day.
Yeah,
So if they did that, they just did that 5 days out the week or 4 days out the week or whatever. That's
yeah,
5 days out the week will get you 5 days out the week just doing a couple drop Uber Lyft rides after you get off work or before you go to work. That right there will pay for enough money to buy those
make
kind of
a
leads.
100 grand.
Yeah,
And really, you need enough money to get your first deal. That's
yeah.
what you need.
That's all you need is that first one. That first one can set you up. Really put that big seed in to get you going.
Exactly. And
It trying to take you
make
back
you,
to them on days when you was delivering them pizzas at Papa John's.
yes, dude, you can make $400 in a week delivering pizza Papa John for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
For sure. It's like, dude, you work 4 days, you gonna get that for sure.
yeah,
And we talking about just work the night shift. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
get off work, I go in at 6 and I get off at 11. You know what I'm saying? I'm working from 6 to 11. I'm delivering pieces. I'm probably gonna make 100 and something every night,
yeah,
120, 140 every night. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Um, but yeah, man, I think, dude, that's exactly the thing. Like, I worked at Papa John's, I bought leads, I got a deal, and I was able to buy more leads.
yeah.
And you just keep that going, keep that
Right.
going, keep that going. But
Right, yeah,
that's
because
the
the idea
numbers.
this is not forever. Like you're not gonna have to drive for Papa John's forever. The whole point is you trying to figure out a way to get that extra money. So once you get that extra money, it's like, and then once you get that big home run, it's like, okay, now I know this thing work. Let me take, the 6 grand, what I'm saying, the 2 grand or whatever, and let me go ahead and just buy some leads and keep going. And then it's just gonna keep on snowballing from there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It definitely snowballs from there. And it's all about sticking to your numbers. You know what I'm saying? And using best practice. What's best practice? Best practice is, you know, shoot, what are you gonna do to get leads? Is thing. We talking about PPL, we talking about paper lead,
Mhm.
and we talking about buying them for $75 a lead. Obviously you could buy for a little bit more. You can buy how much you want to, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying $75 a lead works. You know what I'm saying? Because my last few leads, Ty, came from Gwinnett. I got a $75 lead. That's a deal. Got them under contract from Gwinnett. We're gonna be listing this property, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Got a $75 lead. I got two $75 leads from Gwinnett. One $75 lead from Flowery Branch. I'm like, dude, there's no way you should be getting $75 leads from those places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
So
I'm guessing what you're saying is on these PPL sites when you see a place like Gwinnett, because I'm assuming Gwinnett would probably have like the top bid might be $400 or $500.
exactly. And
That'll
you would think
intimidate
that it would
somebody
be
thinking, "Oh, I can't
multiple
afford the
bids,
Gwinnett lead." But you can just put it to $75 and you're gonna get a lead out of that. You might not get the first lead, but you're gonna get a lead.
you know.
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah. And so okay. So you need to buy 25 leads a month, right? So
Mhm.
you need to be able to answer that phone. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to pick up that phone,
Yeah.
you know.
When
Uh
you say answer that phone, what you mean by that?
That means when the lead pop up, like I do, we got the lead in today. I was at the salon with my girls,
Mhm.
and lead came in. Boom! I said, "Oh shoot!" Copy, paste, call that joke up. I'm on a burner phone. I
Yeah.
called that joke up, man. Walked right on out of there. Stood right outside. Called that joke up. you know, hey, this Byron Open Resi, we got an online request for a cash offer for your property on such and such. You looking to sell that property? Yes, I'm looking to sell that property. Right. So boom, boom, boom. She said that the Zillow was like 230.
Okay.
She wanted 190, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So I told her, like, hey, um, we probably wouldn't be a good fit for you for a cash offer. But we do have something that we do where we do an all-inclusive listing service where we, take care of the entire process for you. You don't have to deal with the house at all. You don't have to worry about dealing with anybody involved in the transaction. If it's something that needs to be done to make sure the property passes inspection in order to close, we can get that done.
Hmm.
And we work with a network of investors that be interested in your property, and we're connected with some real estate agents that might have some first-time home buyers, and we can help you get this sold faster,
Okay.
right? So, boom, she was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely interested." So we're gonna talk to her tomorrow at 5, and I'm getting on the line with Cordero to try to close up.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I mean, I'm just saying like that right there. Like you got to be able to be somewhere.
Hmm.
Like if a lead popped up on your phone right now,
And hit them
like
up
literally
immediately.
right now, book call. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Immediately.
Meaning so you can be at a salon with your girls with your kids getting their hair done, and then you get some kind of alert because
Boom.
you don't put in and you see it like, oh man, I'm kind of you like call them folks, call them, hey, I just
Exactly.
got request,
Exactly.
and then so that's kind of like how it works. And then once that happens, you do whatever you got to do with the acquisition part, and you do a follow up meeting. That's gonna be tomorrow when you give them a call around 5 o'clock to
Yeah.
follow up with the conversation you had today, hoping that most likely you get this thing locked up, and then from there off to the races, right?
Off to the races. Let's go. Let's get this. So if we looking at if we can, and I ain't even gonna put this up there. I should. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. But if we can sell it, let's say for 225, Kyle got a little under. And the property seemed to look nice from the pictures online. If we can sell it for 225 and she want 180, we can make 30 grand.
Gotcha. What make you
If
think?
we can
So,
get her to 180, we can make 30. If she's
gotcha,
at 190, we can make 20.
gotcha. What make you think? What make her? If she saw it, because there's some people always ask if she's already like most people do, if she's already looking on Zillow and seeing what Zillow is saying it is, what would make somebody like her want less than what she's seeing her house is worth?
Well, she didn't even look on Zillow. That was the thing. 'Cause I was saying, hey, they
Oh,
got pictures online. She was like, oh, I don't even know anything about pictures online. If she looked at Zillow, she would have clearly saw those pictures online.
got
But
you.
she hadn't looked at the Zillow one. The other thing is, I was having a conversation with her. I think, granddad died in that house, or not in the house, but granddad died.
Mhm.
He left the property to the mom. Mom died. Daddy died. All these people died like back to back to back to back to back. And now she has went through probate process, and now she became the administrator of the estate. She's like, I want to sell this property. I can't stay here any longer. Everything in here reminds me of them. I want to go. I really don't want to deal with this long process of having to do this and do that. So I was like, hey, look, we could, this is not a deal that work for a cash offer for us, but we can eliminate that process for you, and we could completely take this out of your hands, and all you got to do is show up to close and sign the contract. Sign the deal. Sign for closing and get your check. That's it.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
that's something you might be interested in. She's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. It's like, people that, and she says, it's like, I'm busy. I'm working and I'm going to school and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It's like, dude, just turn it over to us. Just
Yeah.
turn it over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'll be a wrap. You know what I'm
Got
saying? So that's kind of what we've been doing, man. We gotta We got a person that we're going to try to put under contract. Also, that they live in Tennessee and inherited a property. We
Mm-hmm.
got another guy that's out of state and he just too busy to deal with it, and we listen his. So it's some people that just got too much going on and they ain't got time to be dealing with a property.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
If like so, I guess in that like in these situations, how would one go about they buying leads to they just buy? Let's say if I'm in South Carolina and I live in Spartanburg County or Greenville County, should I just be buying leads in the county that I live in, or would you say buy multiple counties? How would you say going about doing that?
You need to subscribe to multiple counties. I advise that you to get to 25 leads a month, you probably need to subscribe to 40 counties or 45, something like that. Um, and I would say that one big key factor in this that I hadn't talked about yet is you need to reach out to Ty. You need to say, hey, look, Ty, I don't make 100 grand. And you need to say, hey, Ty, I'm going to buy these leads and I want to be able to come to you and bounce these leads off you, see what you think. I want your advice. I want your help with these, and we can work some out how to split these deals up or whatever. But I need some help.
Right.
But I'm
Yeah.
serious about buying these leads and I want to bring value to you to help you do more deals through me bringing more leads to your table, you know.
Right.
So it's like, okay, that's one big thing, dude. You gotta get around people who are doing deals. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get around. Like I can't tell you like one deal a month should be definitely doable. I can't tell you how many deals Richard got under contract right now. Like Richard probably got like 5 deals under contract or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like just because you're around people that's doing this, like you're around people that's this is what they do,
Yeah.
and it makes it a lot easier to do deals when you're around people that's doing deals.
Right.
So and you gotta get around people. Like Ty ain't gonna come get around you. You know,
Yeah. You got to get
you
around the
know
people that's doing the stuff.
exactly, dude.
Right.
Ty is not finna come get around you. Like
Yeah.
you gotta go get around him.
Right. Well, so what would you say? Like, if somebody's asking, like, for example, like I see right here on the thing, like they like where do you go to buy deal? Where do you go to buy leads? Like, where can I find them?
So I would go to Need to Sell My House Fast, and I would go to Property Leads. Those are the 2 websites that I would go to. Just me personally. There's other stuff out there. Find it. You think it's better, run with it, right?
Mm.
But I'm talking about stuff that I know that I got deals on right now, that I've closed deals on. You know what I'm saying? My very first lead on Property Lead was a 20K deal, right? Now, I think Richard said his very first lead on, no, my very first lead on Need to Sell My House Fast was a 20K deal. Really, it was a 100K deal that I screwed all up. But anyway, we ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
But I think Richard said his first lead on Property Leads was a deal. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, Need to Sell My House Fast mainly because they got $75 leads. Property Leads mainly because even though their leads are 125 at the cheapest, they got a great return policy. So if you can't get in touch with the person, you try 14 times and you can't get a hold of them, you can let them know and they're gonna refund your money.
Oh, okay. So like when you talking about when somebody's when these people are buying leads and they come across what I guess what people would call a bad lead because people aren't picking the phone up or they don't even own the house or they just playing games. They're this a company like Property Leads is good about returning you your credit or your money from you buying a particular lead so you can continue to keep going versus you buying leads and majority of them are bad leads and now you just out of your money and you like, man, I want to just give up. I don't even want to do this no more.
Exactly. But the other thing is, it's like if you got somebody like Ty who can look at these leads, you might be like, man, I'm done. This is trash. These leads are garbage. Ty look at the lead like, hey, dude, that's a deal. Call that person back and get them under contract. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I've done. Like with a couple of people, they hit me up like, "Hey, yeah, I got this lead." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Dude, that's a deal. Call them." We was on a group meeting with the first deal guaranteed, and I was just going through somebody's spreadsheet, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on with this lady? What she want?" Da 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 da. I'm like, "Dude, that's a deal. Call her right now."
Yeah.
Like, he didn't call her. He started texting her, and she ended up saying she wanted 55,000. We locked up the next day,
Right.
and
What makes somebody think it's not a
we
deal?
closing that deal in 10 days.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 14K deal.
Right. Why would they
It's
think it's
like,
not a why would most people think it's not a deal though? If they
they just don't see it, man. They
yeah,
just don't see it. They don't understand the numbers. They don't see it. It's like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's people's situation. It's like, hold on, they in that situation? Lock them up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You have heard you. The thing is, you've seen the situations because you've done deals,
Mhm.
right? I've seen the situations. It's like, hold on, is that situation? Oh yeah, lock them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, they said they talking like this. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I already know what that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You
Yeah.
already know what time that is. Lock them up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's the thing, man. It's like some people they just they don't see it. It's like, hold on, nah, lock them up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I remember you mentioned 40 counties. Like, what if, like you, like I said, people are, like I said, they don't even know anything outside of the average counties they're around. So, like you say, like we in Georgia, there's plenty of places in Georgia that we have heard of, but we don't know anything about it. We don't know the people there. We don't know the buyers there. Like, how do you go about if you get 40 counties and you don't even know if you don't even know, the areas like that? Do you have to be there in order to?
You don't necessarily have to be there. What I would do is I would subscribe to these counties and now start beating down real estate agent doors in these counties and let them know, like, hey, I'm marketing in your county. I'm finding discounted properties. Are you working with any investors who might be interested in purchasing any discounted properties I might find?
Mm,
Boom.
yeah,
Create your list. All the counties that you got, you already got people in those counties. And then when the deal come by, you calling them back up. You know what I'm saying? Even if you think this ain't really a deal, but it got potential, you
mhm,
calling them back up. You know what I'm saying? You getting them back on the phone like, hey, I got this property over here. Man, they crazy, man. They asked for 150, but what do you think? What do you think you offer on this property? You see what I'm saying? Or what do you think the investor would be at on this property?
yeah.
You know,
So
you
you
run it
saying
by
connect with
somebody,
real estate agents?
yeah, and get some feedback. They may come back and say, nah, he said he got to be around 90. Here we go. Now you got some money on the table. Now
Okay,
go back to the other side. Like, hey, best we can do is 70. Nah, I can't do it. Well, what's the best you can do? They may come back
what's
and say they can do 100. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back to the other side, like, hey, they say they'll do 120. Can you see? Do you think that might be something? Nah, he ain't gonna do that. But at least you'll be able to understand what's going on and where that's at, and you'll see that property. And let's say another property come up in that same area, the same type of property, and they come and say, we'll take 60. What? You know,
yeah,
now you thinking, hold on, this joker just told me on this same kind of property that he paid 90. And now this person's seeing 60. All
right,
right, yeah, I think this is something that we might be able to do. Let me check with my investors and get back with you. Call that same agent up. Hey, and then get an investor that was interested in another property. I got another property at a better price. Do you think he might be interested in this property? Hey, send him the property and say, hey, can you see like where you think he would be at? I don't even give him no price. I try not to give him a price.
yeah,
I just ask him, hey, do you know where they would be at on something like this? And he probably be around 85 or something like that. You already know they said 60.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You already knew where he was going about to be at because you already kind of felt the situation out.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Start understanding your investors. That's what I said. Even if it's not a deal, you can reach out to them to start gauging, right?
right,
Where are they at? You know what I'm saying? And you could even preface like, man, they talking crazy, man. They want.
Right. Okay, so another question I would say, okay, how would somebody go about finding real estate agents? Everybody be talking about how they can't stand real estate agents don't understand investors. Where do you find real estate agents at? Like that's
Zillow.
like just find any random house on Zillow, or you find like the ones that's like renovated or
I try to find the renovated houses, but at some point, I just start going random. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah,
try to find the stuff that with the shiny front door, but at some
yeah,
point, I just be like, man, I'm finna find some random houses. You know what I'm saying? It's like I go to Zillow, I look whatever county it is up, I go to Zillow and I start calling people. You know what I'm saying? Do you work with investors? If you don't, then who do you know that work with investors? Boom,
got
that
you.
type of
Got you. So you'll hit them up, and if they like don't work with investors, or if they don't see them like they do, you just kind of like either ask them if they know anybody, or you just keep it pushing. So you kind of do like a thing where you talent you calling up different agents you can kind of build with, work with, and if they work with investors, you add them to your list. Of, okay, I know such and such. They work with investors, so they on the team. Then you go on to the next. You work with investors, work with and they like, not really. Go on. Oh, thank you for your time. Go on to the next.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keep it pushing, man. Keep it
yeah,
pushing. So, man, dude, that's the game plan, man. We just wrote you a game plan in the dirt, you know.
yeah, yeah. That's what, like
Yeah.
I'm saying, gave you the whole play because mainly what I'm getting from this is, look, you want to buy leads. You want to buy leads in different counties, at least about 40 counties. I know it sounds like a lot, but you want to buy leads in these counties, right? But before you do that, you want to go ahead and start getting on. This is free. You can get on Zillow, Realtor.com, whatever, and start calling up agents. So, and what you want to do is find them. How you know how you see those houses that's been renovated, got like the orange door, the yellow door, the red door. They put that shiny new door on the front. Call up and see who's the agent listing that property. And then when you call the agent, you ask them, "Hey, do you work with investors?" Because I'm coming across leads or and properties just like the one you got listed, and I was just wondering if if you had investors that are buying more property like this. If so, let's work together, and I can bring you these kind of leads, bring you around these leads, whatever, right? That real estate agent can be like a jerk and be like, "Nah, I'm good over here. Thank you for your time. You move on. Find another one. Keep on going daily doing this. Get you a list of different realtors you can work with. Once you do that, now you got your list. You start buying leads in all those areas that you have your list of realtors that you connected with. Because once you get a lead or you get a deal locked up, now you're able to contact those agents for their buyers to see if they'll be interested in this particular property that you already got because you already made your list. Once you do that, now you set because once you start buying those leads, let's say you're buying leads at $75 a pop, they're gonna eventually come in. Like Byron was saying earlier, when they do come in, and you're gonna get alerted to your phone, your Podio, whatever. Somebody on your team, you or whoever, need to contact those people immediately. You know what I mean? Contact them, see what's going on, seeing what they was if they still interested in selling their house. Hit them up immediately, as far as like trying to see where they at. Now, depending on what they say, how much they want for their property. Now, if they say something ridiculous, like they say the property on Zillow says the house is 200,000, they say they want like 280 because there's houses in their neighborhood selling for $1 million. That's not gonna be realistic. So you're gonna have to tell them like, look, we're probably not gonna be a good fit for you. We gonna be more as far as a cash deal. We're gonna be more at this number, and as far as even if, as far as you want to list that property on the market, that's when you tell them, hey, I do have this program where we can do everything for you. In a situation like that, to make that deal work, they're probably gonna have to be at like the deal is 200,000. They probably gonna need to be at like 150. And you can list it for them or 160 or something like that, saying, "Hey, I can do everything for you. Come in and any kind of repairs need to be done. I can get this property and I can put it on the market. I can do everything for you where you don't have to worry about anything." And this is when you'll be listing the property for them. And it's like a whole script of that. But that's what I'm saying. You want to be able to keep on going. But now, if you're dealing with people and they are, like I said, unrealistic, and they want like $1 million for $150,000 house, them people aren't serious. Um, and like he was saying with property leads, if you getting people that you're trying to call and they not picking up the phone, you got to try to call them as many times as you can and document those times that you call them as many times as you can. Call them like 15 times if you can. Show that proof to property leads, they're gonna get your money back. So that way you don't be out of your money because you're gonna have some of these services you call and they're gonna try to do everything they can not to give you your money back. Property leads ain't like that. Need to sell my house. You can, like I said, you may see a county that you want to be in, like Gwinnett County. Gwinnett County probably got top bid at $500 as you know, 'cause that's a salt out. You know, that's a county everybody want to be in. Set your leads at like $75. You still gonna get you. They gonna still come to you eventually because people cut their stuff off on weekends. They cut their stuff off at night. You gonna have people that want to sell their house, and them leads gonna come in. Them leads come in, hit them up. Lead come in right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. If a lead come in right now, if you up for it, give them a call. I know it's late, but give them a call. Now, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, like don't give them a call. Maybe send a text and be like, "Hey, I just got inquiry. Like, when would be a good time to call you in the morning?" If they don't respond, in the morning come, call them immediately. If they don't pick up, call them again. Call them again. Like hunt them down. You know what I'm saying? I see Rich said, yeah, he's called them at 3 a.m. Hey, like I'm thinking of mine, like I said, hey, if you up for doing that, and like I said, because you can tell if the lead comes in, that means they up at that time, filling out forms saying they want to sell their house. So it ain't like they sleep. I mean, that lead come in, that means somebody just did something. So I mean, hey, if you can call them immediately, call them immediately. This is a whatever it takes game that we in. Whatever it take to get a deal done. You know what I'm saying? And you got, like I said, hunt these people down to get this stuff done. So yeah, man, definitely. You know what I mean? Especially, man, like I said, yeah, if it's PPL, a Rich said he is calling them. That's really what it's about. You got something, like I said, man. Also, if you can get something set up, where let's say you sleep and the lead comes in, and you have some kind of thing set up where if that lead comes in and it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and you will sleep because you know you got to go to work in the morning or whatever you got to do, have some kind of automated thing that can automatically respond to them. So that way, you know what I mean, you be right on it, and then you wake up and say, "Oh, dang, lead came. Let me give him a call. Hey, I just got your inquiry, but you want to sell your property. Hey, what's going on with it? What you can get?" Like, go from there as far as making that happen.
Dude, yeah, man. I think especially very early on,
Yeah,
you want to keep your stuff turned on and off, man.
yeah,
You got to know yourself though. You know what I'm saying? But keep your stuff turned on and off
yeah.
and make it
When you
where,
say turn on off, what you mean by that? You talking about like when I was talking about how people might cut their stuff off on the weekend and
yeah,
stuff like
well,
that. Yeah,
at
people do
night,
that. They'll cut the stuff off on the
mainly
weekend. Oh
at
yeah,
night.
especially at
But
night.
on the weekend is your time to shine. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You don't need to turn it off on the weekend.
right,
You
right,
need to
right,
turn it
right.
off on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah. This ain't no nine. Yeah, this ain't like what we talking about. Ain't talking about like no 9 to 5 thing. This is 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
24.
Folks going through whatever they going through. Ad pop up, they going in like, man, I got to figure something out. I need to sell this house, man. They put in some, bam, you get that alert. Eh, like I said, he go, hey, Rich calling them 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
Yeah,
For
calling them
real. Say Red say he called at 3 a.m. You know what I'm
3 a.m.
saying?
Man.
If it's PPL, I'm calling.
Yeah,
Cold calls, I'll wait.
yeah,
Yeah, so he wake me up, having me looking probably on Zillow. Hey,
yeah.
man, you gotta do what you
Whatever
gotta
it
do.
take.
Hey,
Hey,
whatever it
this the
take,
deal
dude.
factory. Whatever it take.
Dude, you got to do what it take. That's one
Yep.
big thing. Coach,
Yeah,
coach checking in on IG, man. What's going on, coach? Um, but yeah, man, was that the one in Macon? Yeah, that was the one in Macon. I don't know who was that. Was that UG Shuttleworth? But yeah, dude, there was one in Macon that came in today. I don't know if we had more than one in Macon, but let me see. Uh, that was 3 days ago. But yeah, it was one in Macon. I don't know who or where it came from, but it was in Macon. Um, and like I said, the lady wanted to sell, man. Hopefully we can do something with it tomorrow. But you got to be willing to jump on it whenever. But dude, I'm telling you, man, it's 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 a simple process, dude.
yeah,
If you buy
yeah.
the leads, you'll get the deals, and you'll be on it, man.
Right. Definitely buy the leads, they'll be on it, man. Because people, that's the thing. These people are waving their hands saying they want to sell. It's not like you calling somebody who didn't. You know how you had those people. You know, we started back texting and stuff, right? So we start calling, we start texting people about the house. Like, yeah, would you be open? Would you was looking to probably sell your house, or would you be open for cash already? They like, did you see a for sale sign in my yard? You're not dealing with no kind of people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're
I
not
ain't
dealing
heard
with
none
no
of
kind of
that.
people.
I ain't heard none of
Yeah,
that. Do you see
yeah,
a for sale sign? You know, stop. Dude, ain't nobody cuss
no,
me out.
right, right. These people are saying, "Hey, come help me. I want to sell my house." This is what they
Exactly.
saying. That's what PPML stands for.
That's
Stands
why
for
I
I
guess
want to sell my house. Help me sell my house.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I guess it's hard for me to when I went back to texting, it was like, dude, what am I doing? You know,
Exactly. Hey,
you don't
my
want
wife was
to
saying the same thing. It was like, man,
do
it's like, nah, let's go back to buying leads. Like that's what we
that.
gotta do. Like that's the thing. Just gotta just keep buying leads because like these people saying I want to sell. You're not wasting time. It's like these people want to sell their house. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. They want it. That's what I'm saying. We're here to help the people that want to sell their house. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
wasting time contacting thousands of people. And out of those thousands of people, you might have one that might,
Want
when
to
you could
sell.
just like buy some leads and then you'll have 20 that want to. You know what I'm saying? 25 that want to. These are 25 people that saying, hey, I want to sell my house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No. Rich
Hey,
don't
no,
say
no, hey,
Rich
hey,
don't not out like that right
no, no,
here.
no, no, no. They go, you know how you had the folks come up to the front of the church and they say a prayer or whatever, they doing communion and hold on one second, Pastor. Hold on a second. I got a
No,
lead
Rich.
come in like, hey, okay, yeah. Tell me a little bit about it. Okay. What you looking to get for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. As soon as I get out of church, real quick, I'm gonna come by there and get a, check. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna take some pictures and we, hey,
Oh man, y'all wilding, man. Y'all
yeah.
wilding. But yeah, dude, hey, Rich, wow, man. But man, I'm telling you, dude, you gotta be on it, man. You
You got to
got
be on it, man. And that's the thing
on
I realized, man. Like, you know what I'm
it.
saying?
My
Yeah, I'm like,
God.
oh, that's my guy Mike right there, man.
Yeah.
I done done a deal with Mike before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did a
Hey,
deal in Fountain Inn, South Carolina, man.
found
Yeah.
in.
Fountain
My
Inn,
God.
South
Hey,
Carolina,
hey, why
man.
you talking? Rich may have something in Walterboro, South Carolina.
I know Walterboro, South Carolina. I got one of my
Yeah.
best friends is from there. He is
Yeah, dude.
from
We got
Walterboro.
it's a trailer out there, dude.
Okay.
And I guess Rich, I don't know. The guy might be interested in selling for like 50 something thousand. But it seemed like out there, I mean, I saw some selling for 155. A few of them.
Mobile homes.
Yes. I'm like,
Damn.
dude, what in the world? But
So
hey,
y'all even hold. So you saying you even doing deals on mobile homes?
yeah. I mean, if it's, it don't matter. I don't care what it is. I'll wholesale anything. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
dude. It's
Long as
people
the
like,
numbers, you saying long as the numbers were and you can move it, you moving it. Don't care if it's a mobile home, a camper, a house, a mansion, whatever. The
whatever
numbers work,
it
and
is.
yeah.
You darn right. So, but yeah, man. So he got a property. He had a property in Dalton. That's how we got a hold of him. And he was like, "Man, I got another property in Walterboro, South Carolina, that I also need to sell." So we started looking at that.
Hmm.
So that's kind of how we got into, looking into Walterboro, right? Um, but yeah,
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
oh
Hey,
Walterboro. I heard all these places with trucking, but
oh, somebody, yeah, yeah, me too. When I start hearing about places, I be like, man, I be knowing so many places just because when you start dealing with anything I do at trucking, it's like trucks got to go everywhere.
trucks gotta go everywhere, man. So
Everywhere.
I
You
heard,
start hearing, oh yeah, I
I
know
heard
what that's
about
at.
these.
And they be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that place, and yeah, trucks got
Yeah,
to go through everywhere
it's
because
like
you know what I
Fountain
mean.
Inn. Yeah, I heard of Fountain
Yeah,
Inn.
Fountain Inn, because you're gonna have shippers and receivers and all these places.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt, man. You
yeah,
definitely gonna hear about some Fountain Inn, but
yeah,
yeah, man, that's a 100K. What do they call it? 100K play? What they call it?
yeah,
Play? That's
yeah.
a
100K
100K
play, man.
play, dude. 100K easy.
Yeah.
100 grand, 100 grand in this business is like a layup, dude. We teach you how to make a layup. We
Yeah.
ain't teach you how to shoot no 3 pointers. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
No,
You
no,
ain't
no.
shoot no threes. This ain't no step back. This ain't no fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even no free throw.
Yeah.
Dude, this
Just straight
is a
layup and yeah.
up, layup. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, dude, a straight
Yeah.
layup. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Shoot, we've been on this thing 45 minutes. God, dog.
Yeah.
But
Hey, that
dude,
time be burning. That time be burning, man. You know how that go.
yeah, dude. But this was a real good one too, though. Kind of
Yeah.
step by step walking through. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's pretty good, dude. I
Yeah.
thought that was really good. Just walking through, doing the
Like,
numbers and doing the strategy behind the numbers to go with it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's real big in understanding. I think you can go back and listen to this and
Yeah, exactly.
really, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think you can go back and listen to this and make 100 grand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna go back in this to try to make 100 grand.
You
Yeah.
are stupid. You are
So
dumb.
we pretty much laid it out, man. Like I was like, how in the world did you find these real estate agents? Man, get on Zillow. How much it costs to get on Zillow? Nothing. You need to have
Zero. Yeah,
one of
dude.
these. You got one of these, which everybody have, or one of these computers. You know what I'm saying? Get on Zillow. You start seeing them houses that renovated. You start seeing who listening. They number gonna be on there. Call them.
Hmm.
Call them up. They gonna have some kind of way to get back in contact with you because they trying to get stuff done too. And
Yeah.
connect with these people, get you a list, and from there, shoot, man, hey, you off there.
Yeah,
Start going
dude.
on these property leads. Need to sell my house. Start putting in them bids on them different counties. Get you about 40, 45 counties, 50 if you know what I'm saying. You have to get you a bunch
Yeah.
of counties. Start setting them
Get
leads.
you a
Just let
bunch
it
of
ride.
counties
And that
now.
phone, that thing
I
gonna
would say,
alert.
yeah, I would say this right here though. If you don't know the counties, don't subscribe to them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you need to have, you need to be in areas where you feel like you could make something happen. You know what I'm saying? If you need to make something happen, you can make something happen. Now, um, if you go into a county where you don't really know anybody, you need to be calling up agents immediately. You
Got
know what
you.
I'm saying? You about as a beginner though, you need to be calling up agents immediately, anyways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So,
But
hey,
like,
so as far as
let's say if
as
you hook up with Ty though, you
mhm,
hook up with Ty. Now you may not have to go crazy calling agents in what's place in South Carolina you was talking about that you were doing deals.
Greenville County, anywhere in the upstate, Greenville
That's
County,
what I'm saying.
Spartanburg
You may
County.
not have to go crazy calling agents in the upstate. Because like, man, I don't know, I'm connected with Ty. These
So
counties that he know, I'm gonna go into the counties that he know how to do deals in. And if I can bring him something in his strike zone, you know what I'm saying? We gonna work together, boom, 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 get that deal done. You
right,
know
so
what I'm
boots on
saying?
the ground is important. What you saying?
No, I'm just saying
Not necessarily boots on the ground, but somebody that can get boots on the ground is what I mean. Meaning, like,
experienced deal doers.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's it. Don't matter if it's me.
yeah.
If I'm somewhere, I need to find an experienced deal doer.
Right. So, for example, we was talking about for the basis on this call where I know I got Greenville County, I got Spartanburg County, Anderson County, South Carolina. I know you got everything on the outside of 285 and then down there by Fitzgerald. I know
Yeah,
Cordero is up there in
yeah,
Tennessee where he in those markets where he's at. I know Keithon is in St. Louis, he's in Texas, he's in all these different places. People that's doing stuff where you can reach out to them like, "Hey, I'm over here. I got this lead. Was something would you have a buyer for this? Would you be able to work with me with this?"
yeah.
That's pretty much what you're saying.
But the thing, yeah, and my thing is, I'm talking to you ahead of time before I
Yeah.
even go over there.
Before I even go in
I
there, I'm
mean,
hitting you up
I
like, "Hey,
need
man,
you
I'm over
to
here.
know,
I
like,
might
hey
market
man,
over here
what
in
area
this
you looking
area.
for?
Would
Yeah,
could we work? Got you. So you saying you hitting up these deal makers ahead of time? Like, hey, look, I'm thinking about marketing over here. If I bring you something in this area that you may be able to help me move, would that be something you'd be open to doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
it. That's the play.
Yeah, for
The play
sure.
right there.
Don't go subscribe to 40 counties and you ain't even talked to Ty yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know if Ty gonna answer your message or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ty been left you on red and you
Right.
subscribe to 40 counties and you get leads and Ty still got your red. You
Yeah.
send
It's
him
like,
an
man, he ain't
email
even
and say
hey,
he
people
still got your red.
right. Hey, that's hey, 'cause people hey, that's one thing I know, man. Folks get upset about that kind of thing. Like I didn't even see it. When right over me, I thought you was a scammer. I didn't know you was a real person. I accepted
Yeah,
the friend request because we have two mutual friends.
exactly. The thing is, it's like you see little icons. I can't tell what that is. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
So yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta connect with people, man. Like you
Yeah.
gotta connect
Connect
with
with the
people.
people. Connect with the deal
Connect with
makers.
the people, man.
Connect
Connect
with the people.
with the
That's
people.
the thing you do first. And
Yes.
once you can connect with those people, then you go off and start, doing what y'all come up with a plan together, like what you doing, what you hitting up. And then once y'all come up with that plan, then you can go and start hitting them counties and stuff. And then when you start
Yeah.
getting traction in those counties,
Yeah. The biggest thing is like you doing deals. You got buyers over here. You know what I'm saying? Or you buying over here? It's like if I know you buying or you got people who buying, you know what I'm saying? You like, hey, yeah, it's active over here. And if I find some over here, you feel good about getting it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, then let's go.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And if I see that the market is active because I look on Zillow and there's less than 3 months of inventory on the market, that means if you look for sale and it's 100, and you look at what has sold in the last 30 days and it's what uh 35, that means it's less than 3 months of inventory on the market. That
yeah,
market is running, right? That means when I do call agents, there's going to be agents like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's more likely that you're going to find these agents that's dealing with investors.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Investors are not in places where activity ain't happening, where
right, right,
stuff
right.
ain't being bought and sold. How do
Yeah,
how do investors make money? They buy low,
low and
sell
it's
high.
high.
So it got to be some buying and selling.
Yeah,
It has to be buying and selling. You
yeah,
know, if it ain't a consistent buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, then you ain't got investors.
yeah.
If there's consistent buying and selling, you're gonna have some investors up in there. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. That's the whole point of investing is to buy and sell. Buy and sell. They're going to sell, they're gonna buy, and they're gonna sell. That's what
Yeah,
investors do. You know what I'm saying? They can say buy and hold, but you are going to sell. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like most investors are gonna sell. They're not gonna hold their property forever. You
No,
know, most investors are going to buy and they're going to sell. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah, man. She's Ty got me going tonight, man.
Hey, that's how we be doing it, man. Hey,
I gotta go back and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm on a Bigger Pockets podcast tonight, man.
hey, hey, hey. Speaking of bigger pockets, because I remember me, you, and Cordero was talking about how that thing we have the three of us on here like that. So I don't know if you've been paying attention or not, but they dismantled, uh,
Yeah,
yeah, David
I
them
just saw
bigger
that.
pockets.
I told you though, man. Like David was always and I think they let David go for the reason I was talking about
Yeah,
because he liked to make he thought the podcast was about him
yeah.
and his expertise. He thought it was about his expertise.
But they dismantled that thing. That's an open
They
market.
Dude, he thought that everybody's watching because me and Brandon. No, they're
No,
listening to the people that y'all bringing on.
yeah,
Like, let
right.
them talk.
Let them talk. Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They coming. You bringing in these people, and that's what they looking for, man. So
dude, they
let's
want
see
to
where.
use.
I don't know where it's finna go now, but he said they was talking about hey, like we're gonna go ahead and go a different direction, and we can bring you in as a guest. We can bring you in if you like do a guest appearance every now and then if we need you or something like that. It's like, dang,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I watched his video or whatever. He was just saying like he thought that the experts should be the ones doing the talking, this and that, not people who are you know
No, people want to hear from
Is
those folks that's because like you can relate to these people. You
is
like, dang,
exactly.
a teacher out of Georgia made $1 million wholesaling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And then left them kids. Like now I want and people can relate to that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That was
Like,
the whole thing, man. And that's what he was saying, that they disagreed on, how things should be going. But I'm like,
yeah,
man, I just he talked too much and then trying to complete everybody's story.
yeah.
And he thought he was the expert. It's like, dude, it's not about that. It's
Nah.
like,
No,
dude,
no, no. It's
the
not.
people
It's like
need
they can go to other places for that. I'm
exactly.
saying they can go to other people
Yeah,
want to hear these real people that they can relate to, tell their story, and they can be like, dang. So you mean to tell me that I don't have to sound like because you have people that come on, people want to know about that person, these different personalities that's coming on here, and it makes me feel more relatable. That's what people want to hear. But then they'll go follow that person and start seeing their journey and all this stuff versus like hearing these two people, especially when they used to be him, especially when they used to have who was the owner? Josh Dorkin on there. He used
Josh,
to be the worst. You know what
dude,
I'm saying?
Josh, and that's the thing. It was built that way. It was
Yeah.
built. Josh was not a real estate expert.
Mm-mm.
Brandon was not a real estate expert. They were bringing people on and just letting them tell their story and really learning from them,
Learning from them, right. And that's
just
the
like everybody
thing.
else was. You know
It
what I'm
was working. That's what I'm saying.
saying?
All these different people that I had no idea about, and I'm like, I look at people I follow on Instagram. I'm like, oh, I follow them 'cause I remember them bigger pockets. They were the ones that do it with whatever. And then I'm seeing their journey. It's like you kind of connect, but then that's the way it should have kept being. Like
Yeah,
people like to fix things that aren't broken.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already know how that is, man.
yeah.
People love to fix stuff that ain't broken. We was talking about that the other day when we was talking about people wanting to do all these different form of marketing, and they want to run to this like, oh man, Byron, you just did this. So you want to go over here and do this kind of marketing or that kind of marketing? I'm like, dude, no, man.
No, no.
I
I'm gonna
need
do
to
whatever. I'm gonna
build a
do
system
what's working.
around what is working right now.
Yeah,
I need to build a system around that and,
yeah,
and, and turn that up. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
that's what I think. Rich says, why bring in people and not let them talk? Hey, I don't know, dude.
It
Hey,
don't make sense. Yeah,
they think they the experts.
they think they're the experts.
See is believing. Hey,
Yeah.
people think they're the experts, man.
Yeah. I didn't it's like I can't say I'm surprised 'cause I
Yeah,
knew once
yeah,
Brandon said, "I'm gonna go ahead
yeah.
and do my thing," 'cause it's just like Brandon went and did his own thing and do the exact thing he was doing in Bigger Pockets. He be bringing folks in, let them tell their
Exactly.
story and
Exactly.
letting them talk. You might well go over there to the Bear Life Tribe. That's gonna be what Bigger Pockets used to be. Because Brandon will bring these
Exactly.
people in, tell their story, and you'll get that same thing you used to get just on just another channel.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because we know the thing
Dude,
is
Brandon.
we know Brandon's story. We just don't know whoever he
Yeah.
bringing in story, and that's what we want to hear.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
man, Brandon and Josh, like I said, was so good because they I mean, at the time, Brandon wasn't this big dude. So it was
No,
like
he wasn't.
he
Brandon.
was
That's the thing.
literally
Brandon was on here
learning.
learning from the people, just like we learning. He get on
Exactly.
here and learn from the people and be like, "Oh, okay, so you do mobile home parts,"
Yeah.
and then he'll go take whatever
Like
he
they
picked up
asking
from there
questions
and do it.
that they asking questions that we all asking because they don't know either. You
Right. We
know
don't
what
know
I'm
either. Right. So you mean to
saying?
tell me that, and then like, oh, okay, and then you start getting them light bulbs, and then you start
But
implementing a little bit of what you learning, just like we just did tonight. We
it's,
going over certain things, and you be like, oh, okay, so how do I go about doing that? And then how do I go about doing this? So what about if I call a real estate agent and they be like, you know what I'm saying? They think wholesaling is illegal, or they think whatever I'm trying to do is legal, and they think I'm trying to steal their client or something like that.
yeah.
I was like, you just go to the next real estate agent that understands that lingo. You like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thank you," and then you don't be rude. You be like, "Hey, thanks for your time. Hey, sorry for bothering you," and just move on to the next. 'Cause this is just like just move on to the next. Just move on to the next. Move on to the next.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I think the difference between David and them was like David was like he the expert.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, I don't have to
Yeah.
see it ask you questions. I'm just, I just need to confirm that you thinking what I'm thinking
Yeah.
because I'm an expert.
Right. Doing
Are you thinking like an expert? Because this
Yeah.
is what I think.
Yeah.
That way he would phrase it like that too.
Yeah.
So basically, what you do, Ty, is you're doing like that's what he would say. Like
Yeah.
if you was talking to me, it's like, so Byron, basically what you do is you're going in here and you're calculating how many leads and like he would like tell people what
Right.
they
And they
think
have like
is
a crazy
good.
analogy with
You
it, and
know
then you have
what
to
I'm
think about it
saying? It's like, dude, stop
every
telling
time,
people what
man.
they
Because I
thinking, man.
definitely want you to know that I'm smart. I want you to know I'm the smart one. I'm the one who
Exactly.
yeah. Whatever college you went to. I forgot what college you went to. I'm the one who went to
Oh, dude,
whatever.
I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
I'm the
I got
smart
sick of
one.
that stuff, man. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's just me, man. I could just feel people who think that they know more than
Yeah.
everybody else. It's like,
Right.
it's
And
like,
that's the thing. That's the thing. The things that he could be saying, he could be actually right about it. It's
yeah,
just the whole point about his going about it, and we can't even understand. Like, I don't
exactly.
care if you know it. I just want to know what this person. Let this person talk and tell their story. You can't tell their story better than they
Yeah,
can tell it. They did it. They lived it.
yeah, dude.
They was
So
in those trenches doing their thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
I especially love because like the thing I love, they had it was a time where they had the girl from Detroit. The girl from
Oh
Detroit that
yeah,
came
yeah,
on.
yeah. Working
Man, like
McDonald's or
I
something.
remember, hey, I knew. I said, man, when I hear this story, I was like, oh man, I know people can relate to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they used to talk so much trash about Detroit.
Yeah,
But she came in and showed you how she making it work.
yeah,
That's the thing. I don't want to hear from people who are assuming that something can't work. I want to hear about somebody who actually made what y'all been telling us don't work. She's doing it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know, that big and still working at McDonald's.
Yeah. And she was working at McDonald's.
Dude,
She was working on McDonald's with 2 kids. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Working
mercy.
at McDonald's with 2 kids,
And invest in the real estate.
investing in real estate.
Well, wow, right there, boy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Good Lord Almighty.
Yeah.
But shoot, man, we've been on this thing for an hour, man. It's been a man. This top Friday
Oh yeah,
was
man. Hey, like I said, it's always a pleasure to come on here, man. And then like
dude.
anytime I can come on here and do what we do, man, it's always make my day, make my week. It's part of my week. Be like, what you doing on Friday? Hey man, I gotta go on my weekly Deal Factory podcast with my folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Do my thing. Hey, I'm
uh,
booked on Friday nights. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
I'm
say
booked up.
book, man. I appreciate you for coming through, Ty, man. Ty always coming through with it. Say it's like getting town and you tell him not to talk. It's like, yeah.
If y'all hear like this, hey, we have in the audience, man.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, man. But shoot, man, finna get off this thing, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. My guy A came through, Tanya came through, Rich came through, Brandon, what's up, man, came through. Who shot by leads through? Need to sell my house fast or property leads. Cass, my guy in the Cali, man, he just getting
Yeah.
up eating his breakfast. He came through. Michael Oliver over there in South Carolina, man, what's going on? Mike came through. I know Coach came through on IG. Shout out to Coach. Suave came through. Jesus Shuttlesworth, what's up, man? Who else came through, man? Um, uh, was that Dre came through, and I think that's about it. All the people that I know, anyways. But shoot, man, appreciate y'all for coming through. Dolo Tank, what's up, man? Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Until Monday, man. We'll be back on Monday. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Until then, peace out.
Peace out. I see you guys.